In a small American town, where dreams often fade under the weight of bills and broken hopes, lived a family who refused to give up, no matter how hard life hit them. This is the story of the Carters, a family that proved strength doesn't come from money, but from love, resilience, and the will to keep fighting even when the world turns its back. John Carter worked long hours at a local factory. His wife, Emily, managed two part-time jobs, one at a diner and another cleaning offices at night. They had two kids, Jake and Lily, both full of dreams. Jake wanted to become an engineer, while Lily loved to draw and hoped to attend an art school someday. But fate had other plans. One cold winter morning, John was called into his boss's office. The factory was shutting down. He was laid off without warning. Overnight, their lives changed. The bills kept coming, but the paycheck stopped. Emily tried to pick up extra shifts, but it wasn't enough. Within months, they had sold their car to cover rent and groceries. Jake and Lily stopped their after-school activities because they couldn't afford the fees. John searched desperately for work, anything, but jobs were scarce in their small town. Each day, he returned home empty-handed, his spirits sinking a little lower. One evening, when the landlord knocked for the third time demanding rent, John felt completely defeated. Emily sat beside him and whispered, "We've come too far to give up now." Her words, soft yet powerful, sparked something inside him. He realized that giving up was not an option, not while his family still believed in him. John began doing small handyman jobs around town, fixing fences, repairing roofs, painting houses. It wasn't much, but it kept them going. Jake, though only 16, took a part-time job at a grocery store to help with groceries. Lily began selling her artwork online, simple sketches that surprisingly caught people's attention. Slowly, they learned to make do with little. Their home was small, but it was filled with laughter, love, and the smell of Emily's homemade bread. They had lost much, but they still had each other, and that made them rich in ways money never could. One day, while repairing a neighbor's kitchen, John overheard a conversation about a new construction company opening in the city. It was 2 hours away, but they were hiring workers with experience. Without hesitation, he applied. Weeks later, he got a call. He was hired. The pay wasn't huge, but it was steady. The only problem was the commute. So, for months, John woke up at 4 a.m., drove 2 hours to work, and returned home by sunset, exhausted but hopeful. During this time, Emily continued working and saving every penny. Jake studied late into the night, determined to earn a scholarship. Lily's online art gained traction, and one of her drawings was even featured in a local newspaper. The family's hard work was finally starting to pay off. 2 years later, John was promoted to site supervisor. His reliability and dedication had impressed everyone at the company. With better pay, the Carters could finally breathe again. They moved into a small but beautiful home closer to the city. Emily left her cleaning job and started a small home bakery, something she had always dreamed of. Jake earned a scholarship to study engineering, and Lily's art was accepted into a national youth exhibition. The Carters' story spread around their community. People admired how they never gave up, even when everything seemed lost. They became a symbol of perseverance, a reminder that success doesn't come overnight, but through small steps taken every single day. Years later, when asked how they survived those tough times, John simply smiled and said, "We didn't focus on what we lost. We focused on what we still had, hope." Emily added, "Every day we told ourselves, one step forward is still progress, and that's how we made it." Jake, now an engineer, helps build homes for families in need. Lily runs her own art studio, teaching kids how to express themselves through creativity. Their family bond, once tested by hardship, had become unbreakable. The story of the Carters isn't about miracles. It's about faith, grit, and the power of never giving up. When life knocked them down, they stood taller. When doors closed, they built their own, because in the end, life will always test you. But what defines you is how you rise after every fall. So remember this, no matter how dark your days may seem, keep going. Like the Carters, you too can rewrite your story, one act of courage at a time.